Hello, it's me again, Della, back with a update on my gastric bypass surgery. Thank you guys so much for coming back and welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And again, I hope you guys are learning something from me. I hope I'm helping you in some way. That is my goal. So, don't forget, leave me some questions. If you have any suggestions, if you just want to leave any kind of comment, do that. Let me know that you're watching my videos and that you are getting something from it. If you are, that would make me feel good. So I am 2 weeks and 1 day post-op. I had my 2-week first post-op follow-up yesterday with the doctor. And well, it was with the not the PA, but the, she's not a PA, but physician's assistant-ish kind of person. I guess she might be the PA. I don't know. But I had to follow up with her because the doctor is in surgery on Wednesdays. And everything went really well. I have lost, as of today, 24 pounds since my pre-op liquid diet. My highest weight was 321, highest ever. My weight that I started my pre-op diet was 318. Weight as of surgery day was 309, and I am now at 294. So I think that's fabulous to me, and I can feel it. I see it in my thighs just a little. I can definitely see it in my face, my shoulders, my neck. My bra size, actually, the size didn't go down, but on the clasp, I moved it up a clasp closer in because I went to put my bra. I've been wearing a sports bra pretty much since surgery. I've been home all this time. The first time I actually put on a real bra, I moved it down a clasp or back a clasp, whichever, made it a little bit tighter. I thought that was amazing because I was like, just putting it on like normal, wasn't even thinking about it. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's my first little clothing adjustment. Okay. I'm going to count all of them. Okay. I'm counting it. It counts. So, and I do feel like it's kind of loose on my shoulders too. Like maybe I need to tighten it up a little bit more than I used to. So that's something I need to do as well. So I definitely feel a difference in my clothes, just slightly. Again, everything went really well. I'm in my parking lot at my apartment complex, so I hope people don't look at me thinking I'm crazy. I'm talking to my phone, but I don't care. But yeah, everything went well at the appointment. I was moved up to pureed / there's somebody walking by with his dog, and he's going to look at me like I'm crazy, but I don't care. I have moved up to the pureed stage, which is actually basically mushy foods, like if you want to eat chicken or beef. The tougher meats, you can puree them like in a blender. That doesn't sound too good. Or just mash them up and add some like broth to them to moisten them, because they need to not be tough. It needs to be moist because you're still healing inside. So I've moved up to that stage. I prefer to have, which we can have, the canned meats, like canned chicken, canned tuna. Oh, I can't wait to have tuna. Things like that. I did find me a can of pulled pork from Walmart. It was the Great Value brand. It was barbecue flavor, and it was very low in sugar. I think it had like 2 grams of sugar. I can't remember how much protein it was, but it was a decent amount. It was like 6 ounces or 6 grams of protein for 2 ounces. And I think I was able to eat 4, which I thought was a lot, but I just chewed it up really well, and before I ate it, I mashed it up real good, like separated any little chunks there might have been in there. It's kind of like what you do with canned chicken or tuna. If it's a little chunky, you kind of mush it up and make it softer or separate it. I've had scrambled eggs, guys. Oh my God, the scrambled eggs were amazing. One scrambled egg, not scrambled eggs. One scrambled egg with mozzarella cheese. It was like the skim milk mozzarella, the low fat. Oh my gosh, those eggs were so good. Oh my gosh, I had that this morning and I had it yesterday. What else have I had? I've had refried beans. I've had lima beans. These are the kind of things I've had a little bit before I was technically released. But you know, I made sure everything was mushy and soft, and I chewed it until I couldn't chew anymore, till my jaws hurt. Yeah, I'm released to eat foods like that, soft, mushy foods. So now I'm starting to eat my protein as opposed to drinking my protein, which I'm so grateful for, because drinking protein and getting it in through drinking is okay in the beginning, but after 3 weeks of it, because I did a week pre-op, 2 weeks post-op, it's horrible. If I only had to do it 2 weeks, I think I could have made it, but 3 weeks was just too much. So, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. I feel like I'm well on my way to getting all of this weight off. I did have some friends give me some clothes that, you know, one of my friends, she had sleeve, and she went through her closet and she gave me a bunch of her clothes. She gave me some sweatshirts, and there's a couple of them that can fit me now. You know, they'll get better as time goes, but she gave me some jeans, and the size jeans she gave me were size 8s. I was like, girl, I don't even know if I want to be a size 8. I know with the gastric bypass, you kind of, some people tend to get too small and then gain a little bit back and get at that even keel, and that's what I don't want to get too small. But you know, the smallest I was when I had my band, I wore a size 10, but it was just one pair of capri pants that I had, and I just was able to get into them comfortably, and I never got any lower than that, but that was my lowest, so I was fine there. So that's my friend driving by. She didn't see me. Hi, Melanie. I have a few people that live in my complex because I live right across the street from the hospital where I work. So quite a few people from the hospital live here as well. So yeah. So a size 8 I don't think would be unreasonable. I really don't want to get any smaller than that. I think an 8 would be the smallest, because I don't want to lose my curves. You know, I still want to be girly and curvy. I still want my hips, my booty, you know, I still want them things. But those jeans look so small, I can't even imagine getting into them. But then again, so do the 10s and the 14s and anything that's less than what I wear now. So yeah, I'm looking forward to maybe getting into them. She said, girl, just take them jeans. I said, okay, if I never get into them, I'll take them to a thrift store. Let's see, what else can I tell you? I feel really good. I don't feel any pain. I only took my pain meds. I don't know if I told you this in my last video, but I only took my pain meds the first 3 days on a regular basis, and then on the 4th day I didn't take them in the morning. I took them in the afternoon one time because I feel like all my moving around and stuff maybe just a little sore, and I wanted to keep on top of that pain. And after that, I never took it again. So I'm good with the pain. My incisions are healing really, really well. Even the doctor said that yesterday, that everything looks good. She told me that I was doing really, really good, and I have my next follow-up in 3 months. I have some blood work I have to do before that. I did do blood work before this visit, and my iron is low. They want it to be in the 40s, but I think the lowest technically is like 30. So I'm just under it. I'm like 27. So I'm a little low, but I've always been up and down with my iron. That's nothing new. So matter of fact, I need to go to get some iron pills today. So I'm sitting at home and I'm about to pull right out after I finish this video and go get me some iron. Because I now need to take iron 3 times a day. I need to take, I think it's called Actigol, which is, I have to take that twice a day, I believe, which is to prevent gallbladder stones. Yeah, it's to prevent gallbladder stones. I have to take that for 6 months. I'm still taking my, I think it's like a Pepsid type thing. It's like a heartburn medicine to prevent heartburn, or more just like to coat your stomach and help soothe it for the first 6 months. I'm still taking that. I just started taking my vitamins and my calcium. I take 3 calcium chews. I think they're 500 IU or whatever that is. I have to take 3 of those a day. I did buy mine from my bariatric doctor, because they have a little store inside. I think a lot of bariatric surgery and weight loss offices have those now. They're kind of expensive. I paid $32 for 90 days, and I'm going to be taking 3 a day, so that's not going to last me a month. But I did find some that my friend is taking. It's called Viactive, and my friend got those from Amazon, which I'm sure you can get them anywhere. And they're chocolate, and they come in caramel. I don't know if they come in other flavors, but ones I got from my doctor were caramel, and they're really, really good. I have no problem eating those 3 times a day. They're kind of like a little caramel candy, just a little tiny bit different of a texture, but not bad. Nothing that makes me not want to eat them at all. They're really good. So, but I will be trying to get the Viactive, which those are 180 chews. So, and they're half the price. So those will last a little longer, and they will be the same. I had one at her house the other day, and it was really good. It was chocolate flavored, and they also have caramel. So, you know, that's what I'll be getting next time. I bought these because I was already there, and I wanted to get something that I know is okay, that I don't have to think about and do all this homework on to see what's good, what's not. I know it's going to give me what I need, but the Viactive has exactly the same thing in it as this one does, so I'm going to go ahead and do that next. And I also bought my vitamin from my doctor's office, which I might just go ahead and do, because I know with gastric bypass, your vitamin intake is more, you need more than you do with sleeve or band, because you're malabsorptive as well. So you need more minerals and things like that. And so I didn't want to do a bunch of investigation and trying to learn what all I can take. I'll just buy them because they're not that expensive. I think they were $15, something like that, for a 1 month supply. That's probably a little pricey. I'm sure you can get vitamins way cheaper, but it's like one big pill about this big, about that big. And it's, you don't like eat it all at once because it'd be overwhelming. It's tiki something flavor. It tastes really good, and I just take little bites. That's what the lady at the store told me. So I take little bites of it at a time, chew it up. I mean, it doesn't take me any more than a couple minutes to eat it, if that, you know. But you know, there's so many different products out there. You choose what's right for you. If you want to just pop one thing in your mouth or two or whatever it is, you know, just go by what your doctor tells you. You know, don't go on what you just happen to think might be the right thing. Just make sure that you're going by the guidelines that your doctor gives you. That's what I'm doing. And I do know that some doctors give different guidelines. So just make sure that whatever you do, you follow what your doctor's office is telling you to do. If there's anything that I say that I do and you want to try it, make sure you check with your doctor. A little disclaimer. I just want you to know that, you know, everything I tell you is what I'm going to do, what I do from my doctor and for me. So like I said, make sure that you do what your doctor's office tells you. So I'm going to be taking a lot of stuff every day because I already take Zoloft once a day. I take a blood pressure pill once a day, which, you know, hopefully I'll be coming off of that eventually, because last time I was, you know, before I had my lap band, I was on blood pressure medicine, and I came off of it once I lost weight. So I'm hoping that that will be the same in this case. So let's see. So that's the Zoloft, the blood pressure medicine, which is lisinopril. I'm going to be taking 3 times a day my vitamin chew. I'm going to take 1 a day of my vitamin. I'm going to take twice a day that I think it's called Actigol, and then once a day for the heartburn medicine. So a couple of those will be going away, at least 3 of those things within 6 months. So thank goodness. So I'm gonna have to get one of those old lady, which if I'm offending you, I don't mean to, but one of those old lady pill boxes that has Monday through Saturday on them, or Sunday through Saturday on them, so you can put your pills in for the week. I'm gonna have to get me one of those because I'm really bad about taking my medicine even once a day. So it's going to be hard for me to keep up with taking things 2-3 times a day, different things. And like with your calcium and your vitamin, you have to take it at least 1 to 2 hours apart, because they interact with each other to where your body can't absorb the correct things from them if you take them together. So I have to remember that. Like I have to remember, there's something else I do that I have to take separate from something else. I don't know. I know I'll do what I'm supposed to do because I'll make sure before I do it. So after I get off with you guys, I am going to go to the store and get the pill box and get the vitamin pills. I think I'll just go across the street to the hospital because they have a pharmacy. And that's where I get all my medicines anyway. Yeah, I feel really good. I'm able to stomach the foods that I've been eating with no problem. I do eat slow. Which is a challenge for me because I've always been a fast eater. But I do eat slow. I chew. I've been drinking my fluids. Like, I did find this Gold Peak tea diet. I just finished this today. I didn't drink it all today, but I just finished it. I brought it with me out because I go door dashing, and I went door dashing and I brought that with me to finish it off. So there's that. And then I also have my water in my Tervis cup. Excuse that. That's just lipstick that stained it. But that's my Tervis cup. I'm almost halfway through that. I'm trying to keep on top of my fluids. It's hard to get the fluids and the food protein in. So I got to really work on that. Matter of fact, let me take a sip or two of my water. Baby sips. So I've been trying to keep on top of that. Like I said, I've been able to stomach the foods I've been eating. I just take my time, and I do get full. Like I can believe it, because that's the whole point. But one scrambled egg with the cheese I put in it filled me. Like I was full, comfortably full, to where I would definitely not try to eat another one. Of course, I'm not trying to push it anyway, because I want to follow what I'm supposed to do, because I want to lose this weight and I want to keep it off. I do not want to be back here again, ever. I'm 50 years old, and I want to live the rest of my life, hopefully a long one. Excuse me. I want to live that out healthy, live longer than I would if I stayed this weight. My little bouts of tiredness that I think I told you guys about in the last video, I've had one or two of those, not that many, and the doctor told me it was because I wasn't getting in my protein. So, and I believe that, because there are some days I don't get in as much. I'm supposed to get 20 to 30 grams of protein in per meal, 60 to 80 a day. And now that I'm eating the protein, you would think that would be easier, but it's not as easy, because you need to supplement what you're eating, because you can only eat very little. So you have to get the protein in with that little bit of food. So I feel like I'm gonna have to maybe get some flavorless protein powder, which I've heard good and bad. I'm sorry for the phone moving around. I've heard good and bad about those, that some people say they're not as flavorless as they make them out to be. They're the kind you can put in other food and drinks that adds protein. Like with my eggs, eating the cheese with it added protein. I tried drinking regular milk, skim milk, and it really upset my stomach, and I feel like it made me dump, and I don't want to do that again. So I'm afraid to death to drink regular milk, skim or otherwise. I tried Fairlife milk, which has extra protein in it, and it's lactate free. I do believe I was a little lactose intolerant before surgery, so I think that it got a little bit worse, which can happen. So I'm going to try to stay away from milk, regular milk. Cheese doesn't do that to me. Milk seems to be the only thing I can think of that really gives me any issues, or did before surgery, that now that it may cause me to dump, and I don't want to do that. So, but yeah, those little low energy spells, I haven't gotten but maybe one or two. So I'm really, really going to concentrate on getting in that protein, because if you don't get your protein in, your body will start taking the protein from your muscle, which means you can lose your muscle mass, and that's not good. That's not healthy. So you want to keep your protein up. Do the best you can to try to get that protein in. Over time, you're going to be able to eat more. You shouldn't be able to eat a whole bunch, but your stomach will stretch a little bit. Plus, it's still swollen and still really small right now. So over time, it will get a little bit bigger so that you can eat a little bit more, but you should never overeat. The minute, the second, the millisecond that you feel full in any way, shape, or form, you need to stop. Don't take one more bite and say, I'm just going to take one more bite, because that one more bite, I know this from having the band, that one more bite can put you over the top. So not to mention, it can stretch your stomach out more and more over time. And the next thing you know, you're gaining all this weight. And trust me, it can happen. I gained weight back with weight loss surgery, and I've known people that have gained weight back. So just make sure that you are doing what you're supposed to do. If you feel full, stop. By all means, stop, because you don't want to stretch your stomach out. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can tell you guys. If you have any questions, if there's anything that I didn't tell you about, anything you're wondering about, please just go down in the comment box and leave me a comment and ask the question. I will answer any questions, any and all questions. So just make sure that if I forget something, please make sure you tell me, and I'll try to make sure I incorporate that again in my next video, or answer the question for you. I don't think there's anything else I can tell you. I feel really good, and I'm doing really good. It's way less difficult than I expected, as far as, I don't know, I was so worried about anything I put in my mouth, I was so worried I was going to dump, or, oh my God, I have to be so extra careful. Like, yes, you do, but I was like overthinking it and over worrying about it. You do, but you also need to just sit back, be calm, and do what you're supposed to do. Don't work yourself up over it. Don't make it out to be way worse or bigger than it is. Take it day by day, meal by meal, sip by sip. That's what you do. You just get through each meal, each day at a time. I mean, I know that sounds so cliche, but it's the truth. I mean, that's what you do with anything, with life, period. You take it day by day, moment by moment. I wish anyone who has decided to make this journey, I wish you luck. I hope everything goes well for you. It will. Just be positive and do what you're told by your doctors. Do your homework. Watch videos, not just mine, thousands of them out there. I watched the surgery. There's a video or a million videos out there on every one of the weight loss surgeries. Go watch it if you are, can stomach it. It's not gross at all. It's not bloody. It's nothing like that. But if you can handle watching stuff like that, I suggest doing it just so you know what they're doing to you. You know what I mean? I want to know what they did on the inside, how things are now going to look. And if I remember, I'll try to put some pictures in of what my stomach looks like, and I'll put a little warning up before so you know it's coming. I'll put the pictures up that my doctor gave me after my surgery, because I had asked her to do a video, but she couldn't do that, but she was able to take pictures. So but yeah, I'll try to make sure I put that in this video, and I'll put a little warning up in advance so you know to fast forward through this part or skip it if you don't want to see it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for coming back to my video. I hope that you're getting something from me, and like I said, any questions, make sure you leave them down below, and I will see you guys I'm debating if I'm going to keep doing this every week. I think I'll wait until 2 weeks when I move on to my next stage. I'm on stage 3, and when I move to stage 4 in 2 weeks, I'll come back with another update letting you know how stage 3 went and what I'm able to do in stage 4. So in 2 weeks, I'll come back instead of a week. So I will see you guys in that video. Take care. Be good to yourselves and be good to everyone around you guys. This world is going to hell in a handbasket. So let's all try to be nice to each other. Smile at people. It's so much easier to be nice and to be kind than it is to be angry and mad and mean. I've learned that over time throughout my life, and I try to be nice to people as best I can because I just feel like it makes situations better. As long as you're good to me, I'm gonna be good to you. My motto, and this has been my motto for many, many, many years, and it is very cliche, but it is very, very true. Treat people the way you want to be treated. If everyone did that in this world, everyone, think how much better this place would be. If I treated you nice because I want you to be nice to me, and you did the same, and we all did that, no one would be angry because we'd all be nice to each other. It just makes sense. So just do it. Think about it. If you're one of those people that feels like you're kind of angry all the time, or you're pissy, and, just think about it. Just say, let me just try to start being a little nicer. Let me just try it. Just try it. You might like it. You might turn over a new leaf, and you might just be a nicer person. If you're already that person, kudos. Keep it up, because we need it. We need it so bad. I don't mean to go off on a tangent, but just be nice. Be nice to each other, guys, please. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.